Act 2, Starlight Sonata. Chapter 9, Crossing the Threshold. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable, just a moment. Do I have a new drink for you? No. Just no agility drinks ever again. Like, I feel like the new drinks I'm learning are a higher tier and so are kind of better in a way. I don't actually know that. I think as long as you meet their main ingredient, they don't actually care. Thank you, I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. Really enjoy being able to help people. Before, I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping out people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable. But you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. I'm pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Oh, who's this fancy pants? Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually go for? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. You get a first snow. Oop. Oh, what have I done? Here. Need 3 of these. And just 1 of these. Bing. Liquid protection against your foes for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. I forgot his voice while I was mixing the drink. Do you like it? Well, yeah, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forget to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget of the 27th. And an up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable, of the Ashen Grove. You're Fable? Yeah, is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Targaryen from werewolves? The very same. Wow, What an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They said you've single-handedly persuaded a werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way of putting it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible! A true hero indeed! They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I, currently leaving my backstory era. In the first act, so to speak, on my journey to becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had quite a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Gustav. Archie is the noble son of an influential family from Winmore. He's quite out of touch with reality, growing up around books instead of everyday people. He wants to experience the adventurous life he's always read about, especially after hearing tales of Fable, the folk hero. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Perhaps an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those were myths or legends you read about in books. Do you read a lot? Yeah, you know, sometimes, not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool. You think so? Yeah, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry. We're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of Diria negotiations, or become a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as the savior of this world, don't you think? The Diria negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridges that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. And it's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Diria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get to more exciting topics. So many rumors. How do you plan on starting off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea! How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking more about lending a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. He has tiny hands. Okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anybody. There are much greater heroes out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes, he was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am, it's really flattering, but I just don't think I deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Targaryen. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try to better to accept compliments. Good. Hello, kitty. Are you saying things in the mic? Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. Only trying to match wits here. Hee. So you're interested in saving these poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to seemingly dead end. Sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective and her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. I mean, Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. That just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? Sorry. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene and gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on a quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? What if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Malena. What if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. If the monsters finally catch up to me, that's how it's meant to end. I think you should run away from the monsters, not towards them. That would depend on your choice of lifestyle. Well, your lifestyle should include going to Zoford with me. Listen, Milena, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief, you don't have a fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise his wool will get all strawy. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. You'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals. And pretty decent at crossword puzzles. Sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you'd sing a song about how Mel and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead, right, Mel? Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay, that sounds fun. Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I've studied the quest given to us closely, and I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars. They all have different conflicting information. We'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers and find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some golden feathers. They do come with sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain as unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering who's responsible for this. They're making familiars disappear. They won't be interested in discussion, not a fair one at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows though. Love to try Andu's marshmallows. See if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. And Keeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. Let me think about it. Honestly, I think the charismatic approach seems to be the way to go, usually. I don't know why that drop is grayed out. No, we're gonna try a sunny breeze. Wait, that's not enough dexterity, is it? I need something with 2 dexterity, at least. But with loads of charisma. It's just not... There's just not much on the table, is there? Done with the workout. Thank you so much for keeping me company. It's time for the day to begin. See you later. See you later, Silent. I really appreciate you dropping by. I like your morning routine. It coincides with my own. Shoot, I think this is what we have to do. I can't think of any other recipe that gets me quite what I need. I'm the best? No, you're the best. Have a great Monday, Silent. I hope it's easy. It's missing the infusion effect. So I used the wrong thing, did I? She needed haste. Shoot, which thing is the haste thing? Haste. Feathers. Okay. That was the wrong one. I'm not thinking. There we go. Smartness. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. You think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. Alright, Bird Lady. Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked on foot to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was! I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even the scary creatures. We'll call it quits after this chapter. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. Perhaps shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. And I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some. Really? They had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remember our conversation got you this. Thought you might appreciate it. I do. Thank you. What is it? It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart knowing it came from you. You're such a sweet talker. You can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Hey, kitty, did you hear that it's breakfast time? Is that why you're here? Yeah. Good kitty. Ooh. Baya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh. I thought I had hibernated longer. Oh, that voice is going to destroy my throat. I drink. You hibernated at this time of year. It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in the search for the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up to them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They're loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with burning torches of amber that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into the swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up on them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting "Demon be gone" at the top of their lungs, their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should chase them out of your home. It's your swamp. If they can't be respectful about it, they can celebrate somewhere else. But they traveled all the way to celebrate there. I don't want to crush their joy like fickle bones. They crushed your joy first. And they should learn that there are consequences for their actions. I guess I am very good at making people leave. I'll haunt them just a little bit. Maybe teach them some manners. Empathy. I think you should stick with scaring them. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have any swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Oh, I know. Do you still have the drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly. In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. Boop-a-doop-boop-boo. I know I said Fable was my favorite customer, but it might be this person. A spider's agility in a cup just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I replanted it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. Excuse me. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was the feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visited me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung coupons on pieces of thin red strings in the nearby canopies. Together with some jolly little bells so that the wind would announce their presence. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime. I didn't know you opened up a spa. It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Baya. I agree. Whew. Baya. Baya is an ancient swamp creature that I've known for a long time. She's a very sweet soul, but other people tend to find her terrifying, even attacking her. They love spiders and opened a swamp spa a while ago. Sadly, she hasn't gotten a lot of visitors yet. Where is she? Somewhere? I don't know where the swamp is. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yeah. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. Smiley face. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. But there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I would leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time. But you have to come earlier during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yeah? I believe that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. That was lovely. I enjoyed it. Stretch, yawn, pop knuckles. Starlight Sonata, Chapter 10, Twin Flames, the 8th of the Astral Moon. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I have to go live my life, do that boring 9 to 5 thing. I will be back tomorrow when we will be playing the First Descendant. We'll be trying to, anyway. It's release day, and it's coming out in the middle of the night. And so I think it's a good opportunity to get in first. Usually, I wait until they sort out server issues, but if it's 4 a.m. when I'm playing, I don't think a lot of people will be on, and maybe we can just have a good time. So I'm excited for that. And after that, we will play more of this on Wednesday. And if we really like the First Descendant, we'll probably be playing lots more of that. For now, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming.